actress, a best-selling author, and one of the most famous pop culture icons in the world. It is Princess Leia herself, Carrie Fisher! Oh, look at that! It's the actual Carrie Fisher! Hello! It's working already. Woo! And welcome all. Very nice to see you all. It's a welcome. Because, Carrie, you buy a lot of art, don't you?
I do buy a lot of art. I like my art to be like video art a little bit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
If it's all going so well.
No, that's only because I discovered it recently and I couldn't believe the paintings moved.
I always look at it and think it's sort of boring telly.
They're butterflies. I got the butterflies. Oh, no, I failed. Well, I'd take something still from you anytime.
Why do you like the video art? What is it about it that you like so much?
It moves me. No, honestly, I had one that moved really slowly, and I'm being like sort of a stupid person watching the paint, like watching paint dry.
Yeah.
But this watches paintings move, so it was just one step up from the other.
There's lots to talk about. Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher has a new book out. It's called The Princess Diarist, and it's out now, and it's a real treat for anyone, but for Star Wars fans in particular. Now, the book begins when you find these diaries, and have you lost them, or did you forget you wrote them?
I forgot that I wrote them, and I handwrite everything. So they were sort of in a storage room under my bedroom. Mysterious. And
I've been in your bedroom. Where's the storeroom?
Well, you have to go outside to find it. I don't like to go there because there's spiders.
Yes.
And so we brought all these things up thinking, well, I have to put things in a book. Maybe there'll be a line that's funny. That didn't happen. And so, but I found these three. I wrote these diaries here, and I was a little saddened by them. I'm very insecure in the books, and I didn't recall that I was that insecure.
No, because actually, we were talking, you were saying that, you haven't altered the diaries at all. The diaries are precisely what 19-year-old Carrie Fisher was writing.
And I wanted to take some of the stuff out, and I should have.
No, I think you were right to leave it all in.
No, yeah.
It's good. It's good to show, your vulnerability.
Everything.
Because that's what people warm to.
Because I think if you'd edited the diaries to try and make yourself seem more sophisticated or something, it would be terrible.
No, It sounds like a 19-year-old girl who's having it with a 34-year-old man.
Let's call him a man. Let's go with that. Because the heart of this book, of course, is the love affair between yourself and Harrison. Now, given that it did happen 40 years ago...
I just remembered.
But I suppose there's that, but also that it has caused a sensation. You would think that people would kind of go, oh, two young actors, yeah, of course they had an affair. But this has caused ructions.
400,000 news services picked it up.
Wow.
And it became a little embarrassing for me.
But here's the thing, and I do find this extraordinary. So 40 years ago, you have this affair over the months of the movie, and you say you literally never spoke about it again. And yet you've been seeing him off and on for that whole time.
More on than... I became friends with his second wife then. And so we saw each other a lot. And no, I can literally remember 3 times that I, of course, made some oblique reference to it. And he went,
But of course, everything is, now he's going to have to talk about it for the rest of his life.
That's what I never thought of that and leave it to Graham to now, and now I feel
But if he talks like that, if he goes, you should just a quote on the front of the book.
Harrison says about this, a good
And the thing is also, because now Star Wars fans, or anyone really, that they've got this, they can see things in the films that they didn't see before. Like, we have this clip from The Empire Strikes Back. This is when the actual love affair between Princess Leia and Han Solo sort of begins in the movie. And there's the famous scene where, I think it's well known, that Harrison improv the line at the end. So we'll just have a quick look.
I love you.
I know.
It was originally written, I love you, which wasn't that clever. And Harrison changed it to I know, which when you think of the...
But was that like, because you were still young there, was that a bit of a slap in the face when you got what, you're saying what?
It's a bit, but he's not a very verbal person. But when he is, he's very witty. But he's no people pleaser, so it's not like, have you heard this one? You know, it comes out witty, and you have to take a second sometimes to realize it was funny.
Yeah, and filming together... filming together
That
again.
is going to be in the Daily Mail tomorrow.
But you're filmed together with The Force Awakens, obviously you came back together again. And there's a picture of you at Comic-Con, and you kind of think, did Mark Hamill really not know? I mean...
He really didn't know, and I actually thought, well, he must have. And when I told him, he was shocked. I think he felt a little betrayed, quite honestly. Well, we were brother and sister, and there's that problem with that kiss in the second movie. And
yes, there's all of that. But did nobody on the set know?
I promise you, no one knew. So
no one's come out since the book and kind of went, oh...
I knew that.
Yeah.
No, but the fans had also started calling it Harrison. So they've been speculating on. I get fan mail that says, if Harrison's there, say hi. I mean, they really like to think that so we were Han and Leia during the week, and, you know...
Harrison at the weekend.
Yes.
Nice. Because
isn't that what they say? Keep a diary, so one day it'll keep you. I think that's what they say.
Hello.
Hello.
That's what they say.
I always thought in Star Wars, they have no female planet that's overtly female. You know, where there's spas and the caricature of females. They do caricature of males. So I just thought there should be more female. My planet blew up with my parents on it, and I'm more upset about Harrison going into it.
That's what we need, a feminist Star Wars.
I mean, one planet.
There's no therapist in space.
But it is odd that if you are creating worlds, you would create worlds with so few women in them.
Yeah, you want.
There's
It
you,
must be exhausting. Yeah, I was there for the whole crew. Well, that'll be in here. Yeah.
There'll be more divers to come. Volume 2. Volume 2.
No, I'm doing a bunch of books on men I haven't slept with. My father was a short Jewish singer, and so I married a short Jewish singer. I did sort of do
the daddy thing.
And then I went, well, that didn't work, so now I better go in the whole other direction. That didn't work either. He left me for a man. And so I thought, I'm not going to do this anymore. Except tonight I'd like to announce that I am going to accept applications for an like you to select for me.
Oh.
That's a reality show right there.
Tomorrow morning.
Because Carrie, you've met a lot of... I know you've met royalty because I was with you when you met one of them.
Which one? Oh, no. Yes, I have met the prince, so I felt like... Yeah. But no,
Prince Harry we met, and then back in Star Wars days...
I said I have a daughter and felt like an idiot. And she did too. And no, but in the olden days, we'd done Empire Strikes Back, and the royal opening was for Princess Margaret, and we were waiting for her to come down the line, and I sort of mentioned to Alec Guinness and Harrison and Mark that my father had slept with Princess Margaret. And caused a bit of a kerfuffle. And then I arrived at the party afterwards, after Harrison had gotten there, and he came up to me and he said, well, clearly your father will sleep with anybody. So he meant it to be funny, because she's a very attractive woman. But she did think Empire was very loud.
The reviews are in. Loud. Now, Carrie Fisher, they've brought a picture, Busted have brought a picture of themselves. Do you see anyone you recognize in this picture?
Yes. My brother, my twin.
Yeah, it's Mark Hamill.
Yes.
Carrie, can we get one with you?
Yes, and then you just have one more to get. But
Yeah. This is actually way cooler because I kind of remember being young and that kind of Jabba the Hutt scene being a very prominent moment in my...
Did you put a little cross in your diary? All right. I can only apologise to this Fisher. I can only apologise. Carrie Fisher!